Namaskar, myself Sanjay Bhardwaj, Assistant Professor, Jagannath Institute of Education, JIMS Tech, Greater Noida, Uttar Pradesh. My topic is capacity development of teachers and students, and the subject is understanding discipline and subjects. This image is depicting that the stages of ICT usage, and these stages are: first is emerging stage, applying stage, infusing stage, and transforming stage. And we will study about all these stages in the next slide. This is the next slide. Here, number one is emerging. Emerging, this image, this picture clears the very important two aspects of ICT. A, on the left hand side, which is given below, the stages of ICT usages, and on the right hand side, the pedagogical usages of ICT. In the emerging stage, in the stage of ICT usage, becoming aware of ICT generally, and in the case of pedagogical, applying the productivity tools. And in the case of applying and the stage of ICT usage, learning how to use ICT in subject teaching. And in the case of pedagogical usage of ICT, enhancing traditional teaching. Next step is infusing. In stages of ICT usages, understanding how and when to use ICT. On the other hand, pedagogical usage of ICT, facilitating blended learning within or across subject areas. And the next step is transforming. In stages of ICT usage, specializing in the use or design of ICT, and in the case of pedagogical usage of ICT, creating and managing ubiquitous and interactive e-learning environments. And this total comes under the capacity development of teachers and students through different stages of ICT uses or usages, and pedagogy integration. There are two types of ICT tools. One is synchronous transmission, another is asynchronous transmission. And the basic comparison between these two are: meaning, in the for of the synchronous transmission sends data in the form of blocks or frames. In asynchronous transmission sends one byte or character at a time. Transmission speed: in synchronous transmission fast, in asynchronous very slow. Cost: synchronous is expensive and asynchronous is economical. Synchronous transmission, in the synchronous transmission, time interval is constant, and in the case of asynchronous, time in interval is random. And the gap between data. Synchronous transmission, the gap between the data is absent, and in the case of asynchronous transmission, the gap data is present. And the example of synchronous transmission are chat rooms, Skype, video conferencing, telephonic conversation, video conferencing, Google Hangout, audio conferencing, online messengers, live streaming, audio, video, etc., and so on. In the case of asynchronous transmission, letters, emails, forums, email blog, wikis, new groups, RSS feeds, discussion forum, discussion groups, etc. Types of ICT tools available: authoring and computing tools. These are the four types are given here. Few out of these I will read or discuss. One is word processing, spreadsheets, presentations, and database management. In learning management system, Moodle, Joomla, Sky, eFront, Web Study, Canvas, Blackboard, etc., and so on. Many examples are given. And in the case of online knowledge databases, e-libraries, e-journals, e-magazines, e-encyclopedia, etc., and so on. In social networking, we are using in daily life Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, Flickr, LinkedIn, and so on. Cloud storage, Google Drive, SkyDrive, iCloud, Just Cloud, and Live Drive, Zip Cloud, and so on. In professional networking, associations, professional groups, communities of practice, professional blogs, discussion groups, forums, conferences, etc., and so on. Blogger, Doodle, Greenshot, etc. And ICT tools for the teachers. Few examples are given where a teacher can record the lecture and can transect the lecture to the students, which is possible through online. Audacity, audio content creation or editing. Screencast-o-matic, video content creation, or we can record the lecture through Screencast-o-matic. Window Movie Maker, video editing tool, Google Drive, document, spreadsheet, presentation, forums, etc. Forms, etc. Major capacity development areas of teachers. There are five. First is understanding ICT in education. Number two, curriculum and assessment. Third, pedagogy practices. Fourth, organization and administration. Fifth, professional development. Level of competencies required by the teachers and students. Number one is basic stage competencies. Number two, intermediate stage competencies. Number three, advanced stage competencies. So what is the basic stage competency? Basic stage competency of teacher and students includes knowledge about basic operation of computer, storage, retrieval of data, use of input and output devices, use of internet, email, use of search engines, etc. In intermediate stage competencies, ability of using software applications, knowledge of using websites, search engine installing, uninstalling, troubleshooting simple software, etc. In advanced stage competencies, using different software application to enhance one's own learning. For instance, database application, analysis of data and problem solving, computing, design, graphical and audio visual communication, using ICT for documentation and presentation for projects, using web resources. Competencies. Competencies of a person or the teacher or the students for using the ICT are creativity, creative thinking skill, problem solving skill, inquiry approach, feedback, construction of knowledge, selecting appropriate strategies. These are the competencies which are required in teacher or student for using the ICT tools. After developing competencies, students and teachers will be able to effectively use of ICT tools, software application, and digital resources. Integrate ICT into teaching, learning, and its evaluation. Acquire, organize, and create their own digital resources. Participate in network activities. Practice safe, ethical, and legal ways of using ICT. Management of infrastructure, database, website, and ICT enabled activities of the school. Support the peers to acquire and utilize digital resources. Support teachers in evaluation and maintaining records. Thank you very much. I hope you can understand the concept of competencies of the teacher and students for using the ICT tools. Thank you very much.